wee, all the way home toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of Guidance. Amen. Okay, friends, so our theme this evening is autumn, as it shows up in a lot of different places and traditions, and a lot of it is about either going with the flow or relaxing, releasing, surrendering, acknowledging the seasons and themes of change that we don't get to be in charge of, but we can try to be nice about. So we're going to start with a Chumash song that is in honor of the willow tree, and there are 3 different lines to it. And as is a traditional format in these songs in the Chumash tradition, there's the first line will repeat, will happen twice. It repeats once, but that means we sing it twice. The second line will repeat twice, which means we sing it 3 times. And the final line we sing twice. So 2, 3, 2 in that way. We'll sing Shanun Hoya, and Shanun Hoya is referring to the trunk of the tree, or the sense of stability and centeredness of being self-sufficient and strong. The second part is referring to, this is the hey, ya, hone, refers to the roots of the tree. This is symbolic. It's not a translation, it's an intention, right? Like there's an atmosphere about the phrases that we're invoking, but the words don't actually translate at all. So the second line is about the roots of the tree, or our own sense of sustenance. And specifically, there's a sense of the roots of the willow tree are particularly long and deep, that helps create a stability and an unshakableness. So that one is about our own need to reach deep into our source and our sustenance, especially when things are difficult. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, I am. You're excellent. So you can probably meet everyone later, but welcome. I'm glad you made it. Okay, so that's the second line, about the roots. The third line is about the branches of the tree, and particularly with the willow, it's known for flexibility, and that is our own sense of being able to bend and sway and go with the flow, and that's what allows us to endure things that are difficult. So the willow is also associated with other aspects of healing, that are the bark that aspirin is made from, and other things too. But and magically, in the Chumash tradition, this particular chant is used for women's coming of age ceremonies, that it's associated with that life force and the bleeding cycle that is fertility. And so you can attune to any of those things that feel useful for you. Ready? Shanun Hoya, Shanun Hoya, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hone. Shanun Hoya, Shanun Hoya, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hone, hone. Shanun Hoya, Shanun Hoya, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hey, hey, ya, hone, hone, Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. One more time. Shanun hoya. Shanun hoya. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Hey, hey, ya, hey, ya, ya, ho, nay. Ho, nay. Ho, nay. Who's unmuted out there, but I'm going to make it stop. If you were unmuted on purpose out there, you'll have to unmute yourself again. Oh, hello, Jamila. I'm happy to see your beautiful name on the screen, even if I can't see your beautiful face. Hello, Georgiana. Georgiana Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. Okay, Georgiana Elizabeth. Hello, Grace. Nice to have you with us. Did someone else pop on that I didn't say hello to yet? We have a new friend in the house. I should spin you around so you can see, huh? That would be nice. Here you go. Here's our friend Drew. It's coming at you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Oh, hi, Drew.
Hi.
We're just meeting Drew for the first time right now. Yay.
Thank you for having me.
Drew, there are cups on the table if you want to get a cup of tea. The kettle is to the left of the stove that has hot water in it already. Okay. Or there's filtered water in the pitcher next to the sink if you want that. Okay, friends. So now that I sent Drew away, I'm going to tell you the next song. This one is a tiny bit of Aramaic that is most likely, I wasn't there, so I can't say for sure, but it's most likely the everyday language that Jesus spoke. So most of the sayings that we attribute to him in English, he didn't say because English didn't exist at that time. So this one, the words are Inanna Rea Tauba. Inanna Rea Tauba, which is usually translated as I am the good shepherd. And the essence of this one is, first there's a sense of our essential nature that each of us can apply. Any of these I am statements that are attributed to Jesus, that we can acknowledge that these qualities, these aspects of being exist within us as well. And being a good shepherd means that we are sometimes able and willing to take the lead and are also able and willing to follow the natural rhythms and what is unfolding in life and also in the needs of our responsibilities. So we'll be singing Inanna Rea Tauba, and my suggestion is that we each tune into ways that we are called to be empowered and take responsibility, and ways that we are invited to be in the flow and to respond to what is being asked of us. So. Inanna Rea Tauba, 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 Inanna Rea Tauba. if we were up boogieing around and doing the dances for these things tonight, which we're not because it's a small house and I'm lazy. But if we were, that particular dance deliberately just makes us uncomfortable. And it's important to be willing to be uncomfortable sometimes and to just see how we respond to situations and circumstances where we don't get to shape everything according to our comfort, and adapting and adjusting and finding our right rhythm in that. Okay. So
What kind of dance that would make it sound?
it's so simple. It's not anything weird. It's like fold your hands like this. Are you doing it out in Zoom land? Polly, I see your hand and you're not doing it. Okay, there you go. Grace, are you doing it? All right. So now fold your hands the other way. Oh my God, doesn't it just like make your skin crawl? Doesn't it? It's stuff like that. So in the dance, it's that you hold hands the way that we're all conditioned to know how to hold hands in a dance circle. And then for half of it, we hold hands the other way. Or we start turning with a partner one way and then we have to turn the other way. Or so it's just whatever way is most comfortable for you, find your comfort in the other way. That's all. It's not like, I don't know, putting things up your nose or anything. Just hold hands in a weird way. I know, it's not like doing mouth massages. Jessie, she was a psychologist. That is related. It doesn't sound like it, but it is. Okay, here's our next ditty. Are you ready? So right now, those people who are celebrating Sukkot, that is the Jewish holiday of taking shelter in the wilderness. Are you familiar with this? Very cool, very fun, lots of symbolism. I love Judaism. I wish I was born Jewish. No, I don't. I'm happy I was born exactly as I was. I'm glad I have Jewish blood. That's nice. I thought about going full on Jewish for a while, but decided I would miss too many things that I like.
You know, roses are reddish and violets are bluish. And if it weren't for Christmas, we'd all be Jewish.
Did you get it? Jessie, psychologist in the house, making Jewish jokes. Thank you, Jessie. All right, so we're going to sing Thou within whom we live and move. Thou within whom we have our being. Thou within whom we live and move. Thou within whom we have our being. And then we have a bunch of different names for God, most of them from Judaism, but not all. We'll start with Eheya. Eheya. And this is an incorrect pronunciation because all of the pronunciation for names of God are incorrect because we are trying to pronounce the name of God with our human mouths, which is just ridiculous. So we do our best. It's something like Eheya. And Eheya is said to be what the burning bush proclaimed as the I amness of God. That's the voice of God. And so it's saying, the I am that I am what has been, I am what will be, and that's the name of God, right? As if that's a name. It's just an indication. Eheya. That's the Hebrew root for that phrase. Eheya. Did you get it? Next one, we're going to split this one up because it's a name of God that is unpronounceable. They're all unpronounceable, but that it's against the rules to try to pronounce this name of God that is symbolized by the consonants of Yod, He, Vav, He. And lovely. When we try to pronounce it, we can only say Yah, that's the first half of it, that's the Yod and the He. And then we're not allowed to say immediately after that the second part, which is, I can say it now because I've said other things in between it. The next part is Huva. Huva. So that's the Vav He. So the instruction for this is that you choose, each time we go through it, you can sing either part of the name of God that you want to, but not both. So either you say the Yah or you say the Huva, but not both together. All right? Did you get it? I'm serious about this instruction. I mean it. I won't be able to hear you, but God hears you. You know, I keep trying to get struck by lightning, and it hasn't happened yet. And I think if I haven't been struck, you're probably pretty safe. Okay, so either sing the first half of that name or the second. That one is the unpronounceable name of God, symbolized by those 4 consonants. The next one is, let's see, Eloha. Eloha. And the L we recognize, sometimes L is used by itself as a name for God, but in this one we make it distinctly singular and feminine. Eloha is like the one God that is the infinite almighty feminine. Do you love it? I love it. Next one is Adonai. And Adonai or Adonai is a very common name that we say means God, but it literally means Lord. And so it has a masculine connotation of God, but again, they're all placeholders and us trying to get to the source. And then we'll recite several times Allah, Allah, that is in the Arabic, but we're deliberately wanting to bring all of these names of God together that are all the one, whether it's individual, singular, multiple, feminine, masculine, all pervading, all the same. And that being is what we live and move and breathe in. Okay. What's that?
Any transgender?
All of them. Okay. Ready? You want to try it? Let's see. Did I do this where I... let me take this off. So sing, Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being. Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being, Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being. Are you good with that? That's as much as we're going to sing it, but if you need to sing it again right now, we can. Let's do it again. It'll be fun. Here we go. Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being, Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being. And then we have all the names of God like this. So did you get the names of God out there in Zoom land? I can only see a few of you, and you're not moving. You're not frozen, but you're not moving. Oh, hello, Ashera. Hello, Musa. Hi, Anne. Hi, Baraka. Where did all you friends come from? Welcome. Oh, geez. All right, did you get the names of God okay? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get some jazz hands? If you got, okay, all right, sweet. Thank you. What's that? They're just listening. They're paying attention. They jazz handed me when I said that. The four videos that I see on my screen all went like this and then like this when they realized what I said. Okay, here we go. Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being, Thou within whom we live and move, Thou within whom we have our being. That was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you too. Aw. I don't know if Grace already left. Good night, Grace. We love you. Okay. I just humor myself. My brain just makes me laugh. I hope your brain makes you laugh too, friends. Okay, so this next one is a zikr phrase that is specifically put into a dual aspect melody that is referring to lunar and solar qualities. And so we bounce back and forth between them, one line at a time. And is this true? Is this what we're doing? I think so. I mean, it's on the printed sheets.
We can skip.
We're not
We
going to
can
skip
go
this
with
one. We're going to do this one. And then I think we'll probably skip the fifth one and then do the sixth one. All right, so we're going to sing La ilaha illallah. That is often translated as there is no God except for God, which I think is fine. I'm okay with that translation. There are infinite other translations, so you can take your pick out of something else if you like something else better. And then we'll see. What's that?
Makes me uncomfortable.
It makes you uncomfortable. How about all the gods are one God?
I'm
How about
sitting
all
with- I'm
the
sitting
things
with
are
that
the same
discomfort.
thing? Okay. Making peace with it?
I'm making
Working
peace.
toward it? And then the next line is Muhammada Rasulullah. Muhammada Rasulullah. That is saying, and Muhammad was the messenger of that one God. And I love to acknowledge and remind all of us that as Muhammad was the messenger of God, Muhammad also acknowledged all of the previous messengers of God, right? So it wasn't that Muhammad came and said, I am the only prophet that ever has been or ever will be, that there's an inclusivity and an acknowledgement of all of the wisdom teachers that have carried the same message of God. Okay, so the first line is a lower melody, and then it's the same words with a higher melody, and I think we sing them each twice, but we'll see if I remember. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulallah. Tonight, that one makes my heart hurt. Did it make your heart hurt? Did it make your heart hurt?
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know, in a good way. It was in a good way, but it's painful. Like, pain isn't always in a bad way. As soon as we started singing, I wanted to cry. Like, my heart is crying. My face isn't crying.
Crying with joy, you mean?
No. I
Longing?
wouldn't say it's joy. I would say it's
Longing?
tenderness.
Tender.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this will take care of that. I'll tell you what. We're doing a full-on big gnarly pagan ditty. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So this one has lots of words and lots of associations for the great god. And you all know this guy, right? I don't need to tell you anything about this guy, right? No, I should tell you a couple things about this guy. God. And the pagan perspectives about God, which are really quite wide-ranging. So everything that's in this chant is a name or a title or an association, an entity, an aspect of God in a pagan pantheon. Like, the pagan pantheon is infinite, that there are so many different names and forms and faces of the divine, masculine and feminine and androgynous, and whatever combinations and forms you could possibly experience, express, or want to be able to identify within the divine. You can find it in the pagan pantheon. So these ones are all aspects of the divine masculine. And so we're going to break it up into a couple lines at a time and do it as a call and echo several times through, so you can get it, because it's a lot. But you can just read it also. So we'll do a couple lines. I'll sing a couple lines, and then I'll invite you to sing it back to me. I'll probably sing it along with you, and we'll go through it like that a few times. And then eventually I'll just say, all together now, like Mickey Mouse Club, pagan style, and then we'll sing it all straight through. So the words are, in case you need them spoken also, they are in the chat window: bright sun, dark death, lord of winds, like the wind, lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the last seas, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Do you like it? Really? That's the one? Hanged one. That's the only one that surprised you? So right now, in this moment, because we're just 2 days past the equinox, that is the autumnal celebration, where the day and night are in balance, there are traditions in pagan paths in which one aspect of God gets into a big-ass battle with another aspect of God and is killed. And so you've probably heard about the Holly King and the Oak King, that are two aspects of the divine masculine that battle twice a year. And so at the equinoxes, there are two aspects of God that fight, and one of them is killed and the other one reigns for the next half of the year. And so Hanged One is the sacrificial god. There are a lot of different traditions, practices, names, forms of the god being killed or hanged or slaughtered in some way in order for life to continue. That is God as the spirit of the plants themselves that are killed at the harvest so that we can make bread out of them and eat them, and also the spirit of the animals in the wild that are hunted and killed so we can eat them, so we can live. I'm a vegetarian, but still, whatever it is that dies to be our food is an aspect of God. And so all of these things are referring to that. Does that help? Okay. So then, because that's not enough, I have not done this before, but I realized through the wonders of technology that these two different pagan ditties can work together. So we're going to do that one for a while with all of those different words, and then eventually we're going to weave in this second chant, which is horned one, lover, son, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Okay, so I think I'll remember to do that, but we'll see if it actually happens because I've never done that before. I hope that the drum is okay tonight. I'm trying to play it quietly and to keep it far away from the microphone, but it's been messy before. I hope it's okay. Are you ready? Is this exciting? You're going wild, rogue, pagan, all y'all? It's what I've always wanted. Okay. Ready? We'll do a call and echo for the first couple lines. So I'll sing first, and then I'll try to gesture to you with my eyeballs when it's your turn, because I can't, like, here, sing, because then I'll bring the drum too close. Here we go. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, your turn. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, your turn. Sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, your turn. Stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come, your turn. Guardian of the gates, brother and lover.
From
Ah, there you are. Okay.
oh, she's back.
Are you still with me?
Just barely.
Yeah, you're still very distorted.
Did you keep singing even while I wasn't there anymore? No, you did not. You did not.
We didn't.
No,
You know what I did
sorry.
as soon as it pooped out? I said,
No,
"Oh,
but we all stayed connected. But your
Aw.
signal's really, really bad.
I know. I wonder why. It looks totally strong to me, like but it did kick me off. So I hope this is recording all of this, all of my potty mouth profanity. Yes, here's what happens. I do want to tell you all, I hurt myself last week. I didn't even curse at all. I just screamed like a little girl. But I didn't cuss, and I was very proud of myself. Okay. Do you still have all the words in the chat window? Did they go away when I went away? Are you still good? We're not nearly done with the pagan ditty. We're just going to keep going. And even if it kicks us off again, I'm just going to cuss again and wait for it to reconnect. All right. Starting over at the very beginning, because I don't know how to pick it up in the middle. That would be a mess. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, your turn. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, your turn. Sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, your turn. Stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one time, your turn. Guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Your turn. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. My turn. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance. Your turn. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the tamed, stag child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. One more. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance. Your turn. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance. Sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed. Sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed. Stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie. Stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the lassie, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Guardian, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, so we're kind, reborn, horned one, come. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the last seas, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Bright sun, dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed, stag and stallion, goat and bull, sailor of the last seas, guardian of the gates, brother and lover, seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one. Keep it going. Bright sun, dark death. Have you got it? Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed. Stag one sun, leaper in the cold, seed in the water, die and be reborn. Sun lover, sun leaper in the cold, grain in the water, die and be reborn. Born one lover, sun leaper in the cold, deep in the water, die and be reborn. Born one dark death, Lord of winds, Lord of the dance, sun child and winter-born king, hanged one untamed, untamed. Stag one lover, sun leaper in the corn, deep in the water, die and be reborn. Born one lover, sun leaper in the corn, deep in the water, die and be reborn. Grain reborn, horned one, come. Seed sower, grain reborn, horned one. Here's a new chant. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. Horned one, lover, sun, leaper in the corn, deep in the mother, die and be reborn. 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 We're going to do that every week until everyone knows it.
Yay.
Good job, y'all. Good job. Good job, y'all, out in Zoom land. heathens, pagans.
If they're in Zoom,
Sweethearts.
where are we?
We're in Zoom land too. Woo. All right.
I like that one.
Is there no reality anymore besides Zoomland? Is that what you're telling me?
No, there's definitely reality beyond Zoom land.
Okay, good, 'cause, I was about to be distressed.
No distress required.
Are you working in person?
Okay. Where do we go after that? I think we're going to number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah. Y'all don't know that because I don't put numbers on things for Zoomers. All y'all Zoomers. No. Well, because my drum is sounding very sad, and I would drum for that one. Unless you want to wait for me to go get a different drum. No, we don't want to do that. We want immediate gratification in all the things all the time. So this
we
is.
want to be uncomfortable.
Oh, we do. We want to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Oh.
It's not that we want to be uncomfortable. All right. So this is the medicine Buddha mantra. There are actually lots of healing mantras, mantra, and this one, the melody was composed by Petaluma Livelli. She's a phenomenal composer. There are a lot of different melodies for this, so you can hear very simple chants. Do you use this one in your practice? Do you chant this?
Oh,
No.
we don't chant anything except for what we chant.
Except what you chant.
Except what we chant. So I don't know any other chant.
I know. Okay, so we'll say Teata Om, Bekanse, Bekanse, Maha Bekanse, Ransa Samudgate Soha, Ransa Samudgate Soha. And this is Teata Om means we begin like this. This is where we start with the all that is. That's the Om, that's the all-pervading reality. Bekanse means healer, so it's the calling forth of the entity of healing. Bekanse, we'll say it a couple of times, and then Maha Bekanse, Maha means great or the profound, or it's like the really big form of healing. So what is it that is really the ultimate cause and the underpinning suffering that all suffering arises from, and we want to heal that. Ransa Samudgate is calling forth like the king or the ultimate healing entity that is the crowning and all-pervading presence of healing to take us beyond gate that we've used in other sacred phrases in the Buddhist traditions. It's like into the beyond, into the great beyond. And Soha is the affirmation at the end. That's like saying, this is already true. We are affirming that this is already so. This healing is already happening, that the freedom from suffering is already right here, if we're just awake to it. Okay.
And I'm sorry, Sarah, I kind of fell asleep for a second. Radza Samud means what?
Ransa is the king or the ultimate, that is the crowning ideal of the healing entity. And Samudgate is like beyond, taking us beyond all of the suffering, all of the reference points of suffering. Okay, I think I might need my capo for this. Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Ma Bekanse, Ransa Samudgate Soha, Teata Om Bekanse, Bekanse, Okay, friends. We have a half hour left, which means it's time to narrow down our list. Because I think we've done 5 songs now, and I had 15 songs on the list. And we probably have time for 3 more. So, all y'all who have the sneak preview of the list. What's that? Yeah. Of the remaining songs that we haven't done yet. We're going to do the Kadosh. I've picked one of them.
Yeah, that one.
Really?
13, yeah.
That one? Okay.
Thank you.
Because it's number 13 on the list.
10 and 14
I
then?
like this one.
10 and 14. Okay, I think Jesse only gets to choose one though, so either 10 or 14. What's that?
Either 10 or
What's that?
11.
11. 11. Oh, really? Okay, cool.
I like it too.
Really?
Okay. All right, so I think we're at 10, 11, and 13. Right? Hold on, I must mark my page so I remember. Is that okay with y'all? 10, 11, 13.
I feel uncomfortable.
Which one? All of them?
Just a little bit.
You know what, Jesse? I'm noticing that I'm really happy when you're uncomfortable.
You know what, son? Me too.
Oh, sweet. That works out so nicely. Okay, let's start with 13. So this one, we're going back to Hebrew. Yeah. And this one does work as a round. There are 2 different melody lines, and they work really exquisitely together. So if you want to sing one of them and just stick with it, that's fine. Or if you want to sing something other than what I'm singing, that's fine too. So we'll say, ow, Kadosh. I just got a cramp in my leg. Hold on. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Tsevaot. Sorry, I have to stretch my leg. It's like the back of my leg is just cramped.
More bananas.
Okay, Jesse is going to go buy me some bananas after this. That's what I just heard. I'll say Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Tsevaot.
Seva.
Tsevaot, yeah. Tsevaot. That's the first part. Let's sing that part and then we'll do the next part. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Tsevaot, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Tsevaot. Good?
These are the names of God at the end. What's Kadosh?
Holy.
Holy.
I didn't tell you what it means yet. Kadosh means holy. And this is what the angels are singing while they're circling the throne of God and saying, holy, holy, holy. All of creation is filled with your glory, from the smallest to the grandest. Every aspect of creation filled with the holy presence of God. Okay. Then we'll sing Melokol Haaretz Kevodo. This is the completion of the phrase. So what I just told you as translation is all of this, like from the Kadosh all the way up to Melokol Haaretz Kevodo. And then we'll sing Amen. That is the affirmation in Hebrew. So let's see. Melokol Haaretz Kevodo. Do you need anything clarified in here or in here for words, pronunciation? Good? Jazz hands? Kind of tremulous jazz hands? All right. So I'm going to sing through each line twice and then go to the next one. And you can sing whatever part you want, wherever, whenever you want. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Elohim, Tsevaot, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Elohim, Tsevaot. hurt my heart tonight too. Isn't that so wonderful? Don't we always want our prayers to hurt our hearts? Like all the time? Don't we feel a little bit sad and like we've been cheated when our prayers don't hurt our hearts?
Break it open, let the light in.
Yeah. Oh, Drew, you're in the right place.
I mean,
Okay, this next one is in English. And well, our friend Susan Seneshin would not say that she wrote it. She would say it came through her, or it was given to her, is probably what she would say. Thank you, Susan. Susan is a good listener for like the songs in the ethers that are trying to be heard, you know? Some people are just good like that. So we'll sing, There's a Home in My Heart. There's a home in my heart. Only your love will open the door. Only your love will open the door. And there's space in this melody for an echo. So you can either sing whatever I'm singing whenever I'm singing it. Good luck with that. or you can sing an echo right afterwards. So as you wish. There's a home in my heart. There's a home in my heart. Only your love will open the door. Only your love will open the door. There's a home in my heart. There's a home in my heart. Only your love will open the door. Only your love will open the door. There's a home in my heart. changed my mind about our last one. But it's the same words as what you have on your thing, and you didn't know what the one was that I had in mind anyway. We'll sing Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. That is, in brief, commonly and simply translated as glory to God, praise to God, and God is all the power that ever was. This is a composition melody by Murshida Leila. She's also an excellent listener to the spheres.
Subhanallah.